Caucus of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. The resolution is about recommendation of candidates for the position of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the 12th Parliament. Whereas the party has secured representation in Parliament following the general election, and the Parliamentary caucus is required to elect candidates for the offices of Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Parliament, and whereas it is constitutional mandate of the Central Executive Committee to provide strategic guidance and make recommendations to the Parliamentary caucus of candidates for position of Speaker and Deputy Speaker, whereas it is established party precedent that where there has been no controversy regarding incumbents in the position of Speaker and Deputy Speaker, the incumbents be endorsed for a second term. We also take note that the practice of the party in allowing incumbents in the position of Speaker and Deputy Speaker to stand for a second term, therefore the incumbent Speaker has withdrawn her candidature for the position of the Speaker. Whereas the Central Executive Committee has received names of members who have expressed interest and has carefully deliberated upon and evaluated candidates of suitable character, competence, and standing for the offices of Speaker and Deputy Speaker, and in order to avoid division and polarization of the party, the Central Executive Committee reached the conclusion set out herein. Part 1, for the position of the Speaker of Parliament. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Central Executive Committee hereby recommends and endorses Honorable Jacob Maxson Oboth as the party candidate for the office of Speaker of Parliament, and recommends to the Parliamentary caucus to nominate and vote for Honorable Jacob Maxson Oboth in the election of Speaker. Be it further resolved that the recommendation of Honorable Jacob Maxson Oboth is grounded in and supported by the following considerations. 1, proven legal skill. Honorable Jacob Maxson Oboth has demonstrated exceptional legal acumen and an in-depth command of constitutional and parliamentary law over a distinguished career. His legal expertise equips him to interpret and apply the rules and procedures of Parliament with authority and precision, ensuring that proceedings are conducted in full accordance with the law and rules of Parliament. B, consistency as a party cadre. Honorable Jacob Maxson Oboth has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the party's values, ideology, and programmatic agenda over many years of dedicated service. His record of loyalty and principle adherence to party positions makes him a reliable custodian of the institution process of Parliament in a manner that is consistent with the party's broader national vision. Further resolved that the Central Executive Committee hereby recommends and endorses Right Honorable Thomas Taibwa as the party's candidate for the office of Deputy Speaker of Parliament, and recommends to the Parliamentary caucus to nominate and vote for Right Honorable Thomas Taibwa in the election of Deputy Speaker.
Your Excellency and honorable members of SEC and caucus, it has come to a result where the following is the candidate. We start with the Speaker. I will call for show of hands from the caucus to support the candidate Jacob Maxson Oboth for speakership. counting? Are you counting? Are you counting? The Electoral Commission staff, commissioners are counting.
Thank you. By unanimous, Your Excellency and members, the candidate
to the Parliament. Thank you for going through the elections. Secondly, I want to thank you for supporting me when I was campaigning for president. You now have a unique chance to contribute to your country. I have been involved in Uganda's politics for the last 65 years. And I've seen people misusing their chances. When we got independence, those leaders who came up were all young people. Obote was 35 years old. Mutesa was 39. He was not a politician, but one of the leaders. Some of the leaders, like Nechon, were 28. Kakonge, 26. Ibinjira, 28. They were all young people. But they misused their opportunity. First of all, by engaging in wrong politics. The only person who was 40, like 42, was Nadiope, and maybe Barak Chiria. All the others were young people. But I watched at these young leaders. I was also young, but younger than them. I was 18 years old at independence. And I watched these leaders misusing their chance. First of all, with the wrong politics of identity, politics of religion, politics of tribes, and gender chauvinism. With the NRM, ever since we came, and when we were fighting, we have been fighting against that bad politics, which was a curse to the independence generation. And many of our leaders listen to us. They don't push that wrong politics so much. But there is one problem, still ideological. The problem of understanding the purpose of politics. What is politics for? Ever since the 1960s, we've been guiding those whom we get a chance to talk to that politics should be what is to be done first and foremost. What is to be done, why, and how. What is to be done, why, and how. In other words, you start with the diagnosis of the society you are leading, and you find out what problem they have, and you participate in designing a cure, diagnosis, and treatment. Now the diagnosis has already been done for you by the NRM. We have analyzed these problems. They are well known. If you therefore grasp that point, what is to be done, why, and how, you will be on the right road. Then you come to the question of who. Who? Like now, what we're deciding here now. Who to be speaker. Now, the mistake is that many people spend most of their time on the who. Who. Not the what. You cannot get a proper who if you don't answer the other three first correctly. What, how, why, and how. Now, in our case, much of the work is already done. The work of diagnosis and prescription. We have told you that the biggest problem is poverty in the homes. Now, you all come from parts of Uganda. A parish in the rural area, a ward in the town. Go back to your villages. We have already designed programs to deal with the problem of poverty. It is now 5 years since we have been sending money to the parishes. I think now we have sent about 500 million shillings to each parish. And the arrangement is that in the third year, from the beginning of the program, those who got first should pay back the 1 million with the 6% profit per year after 2 years. So they should pay back 1,120,000 shillings. Free money. So therefore, in each of those parishes, you now have 800 million shillings, free bank there. In each parish, 800 million shillings. It's there. Now, instead of wasting time in Kampala, traveling, that's what has killed many MPs. Kampala, benchmarking in China, in India, in what? That's how we lose MPs. Your mandate is not in India, it's not in China. It is in Rajtura, or wherever you come from. So from now, go back to your constituency. And because you are a big person, member of parliament, chairperson of the constituency, of the NRM, call the parish chiefs in writing. Ombaka wa parliament abayita mujje mu lukiiko. The member of parliament is inviting you, come to the meeting. How many parishes do you have in your constituency? Order them to go back, because these parish chiefs are paid salaries. It's their work. Anybody who does not come, note him, inform chief whip to inform me, and we sack them. Finish. But call them in writing. You don't just word of mouth so that they deny. No. Write to them. Or send them SMS messages, the ones we are using these days. But have a copy. So they should tell you how many homesteads are in the parish, each parish, how many have been reached now, how many are remaining. So that when you come back to Kampala, you tell us, because some of the parishes may be very big, I think in the budget we said we should upgrade from 100 million to 200 million. Is that not what we did? Is that not what we said? Uh-huh. So now, instead of the 100 million, we are going to be having 200 million, 200 million. We shall cover all these. We shall cover all these homesteads in the next 5 years. They will all be covered. In the towns, we may need more money because the houses are many. But that will also come from you. Now, the other time I showed you when we were having the ceremony there, you saw the impact. I can show you again Basangwa. Basangwa is the one who can show you quickly if they can show him to you. Basangwa, do you have him, you people of the...
Basangwa Johnson, Managing Director of Jeka Poultry Farm. Jeka Poultry Farm, Airga Nimba Kwenge, Kamuli Municipality, Kamuli District. In 2007, Twatandika Obulunzi, Gatandikira Kamuli